I think so that's my mother. If I should forward this particular clip to my mother so that she can at least agree now that I know how to cook. I wasn't coming to a place where I didn't have any connection, and it had its own pros and it had its own cons. In Canada, once you start building your network, that's how you feel comfortable. Honestly, the way that I landed the job wasn't through the traditional way. Try to understand that when you're landing in a country, it's going to be a different experience than your home country.
Hi friends, in today's video I'm joined by Arfa, who had moved from Pakistan to Canada on permanent residency, and here she will be sharing her experience as a single lady, how her initial few days and months were in Canada, how she got adjusted to the new environment, how she was able to network and find her job, and many more interesting facts which will help you all who are planning to come to Canada. So let's get into conversation with her.
To the audience, let me tell you that Arfa and my family, we share a very special bond. In fact, she was one of our family when we came to Canada. When we moved into an Airbnb house, we were staying together. We were sharing the space, and it was a food riot. She's a very, very excellent cook. I still remember your Karela Keema. I had, never tasted such a delicious dish before. And there was a lot of cultural exchange also we had while staying there. You were there. We had food from Pakistan, India, France, and it was quite a food riot and quite a experience which we carry still. And I must tell you, you are a great cook. I love your dishes.
Thank you. You being nice. I think so that's my mother. If I should forward this particular clip to my mother so that she can at least agree now that I know how to cook. So, Gobi, you yourself and Meenakshi, you both are like amazing people, and I think so. For me, it was my first experience living alone. Even though I was in Canada for 8 months, I was living with my brother. I'll come to that part. But when I came to this place, I think so you guys were my first interaction, and you also moved to this place at the same time. So for me it was like a bonding time, and I think so it was kind of like I made first social family that I made were you guys, and I think so this place kind of like helped us in developing a special bond which is still there, and you guys are amazing.
So can you share some of your experience of landing as a new immigrant and the journey thereafter?
So for me, the experience was a bit different because when I had few families and cousins living in Mississauga and Toronto, so I wasn't coming to a place where I didn't have any connection, and it had its own pros and it had its own cons. So my first 8 months, I stayed with my brother and his family in Mississauga, where I was able to save money, where he was like a brilliant guide helping me out. All the issues like from driving license to getting a PR card, health card, insurances and other things which usually most of the people, when they don't have relatives or connection here, it's something they have to discover itself. On the flip side, the biggest con for me was that I was unable to make my own social circle. My social life wasn't developing, and for me that was a biggest drawback, and I think so that's when I decided that I have to move out. In Canada, once you start building your network, that's how you feel comfortable. So once I moved to the Airbnb, that's when my real experience in Canada started. It was my first winters. Everything was first for me, like cooking, handling the transport, handling the bills, handling everything. That's when I started experimenting different versions of saving money. For me, I think so my life in Canada started after 8 months. That was really important.
So Arfa, you worked with very reputed company back in Pakistan. So how easy was it for you to find job in Canada?
I came from a background like I was working in Shell, so volunteering with another company in Turkey as a dish marketing specialist. So when I landed here, I think so my first thing was to go and meet people, like networking. I had few colleagues who connected me with some other people who were working in startups and all. In those host one of those meetings. I think so. This is how I first got my first project of working with this massage therapist, and she was looking to develop her website and her social presence. It was a small project, but it kind of like gave me a bit of how the Canadian world works. And in the similar way, I ended up getting hired as a digital marketing specialist in the company that I'm working. And it was all through the networking. Honestly, the way that I landed the job wasn't through the traditional way.
So networking is very, very important in Canada, and people usually say network is net worth. Rightly said, when you're staying with friend and family, they're a great support. At the same time, they have a limitation. They have come at certain point of time, and their experience is of that time, and that time and space. So when you're staying alone, the opportunity for you to go and explore is more, because you are traversing into unknown and you really want to make things quick. The learning, I also feel that the learning is more when you are alone and you are exploring. So how safe is Canada for single women like you?
Coming from Pakistan, and as you know, like in India and Pakistan, it's not pretty safe. I mean, back in Lahore, I was living in one of the posh areas. The crime rate in those areas was pretty low, but overall, the way you dress, the way you roam around in the street, I wasn't comfortable. Neither was my family. So I still remember when I had to go, because I was in sales, so I had to travel a lot, and I had a car, and was in Shell, I was in lubricant and going to far-flung areas, to the remote areas around industrial areas and all. Even though I knew how to drive, my parents made sure that I had a driver who would accompany me. There have been incidents where I was driving alone and Lahore at night, and my mother was freaking out. Female driving alone, it's not comfortable, even though it's like the crime rates were low. But when I moved to Canada, the one thing that I noticed was it was way more comfortable. I am like, touch wood, I haven't witnessed anything that dangerous, but I know about areas where my brother said try to avoid those areas at night. But I mean, I commute, I travel alone, I go to my office. Sometimes I have to come late. Sometimes I'm going out with my friends or visiting. And because the day is pretty short, and like it's not that long in Canada, and during winters and all. So it was pretty safe for me. Feels more safer. It's comfortable for me. I don't know how to explain. It's more comfortable.
So Arfa, you also have a YouTube channel you've just started. So can you just give a little input about that? What is it? What are you trying to do? And so that the audience get to know more.
So I recently started studying for a certification, kind of like inspired me to initiate a YouTube channel. The channel itself is about stories of immigrant women who have moved or left their countries and moved here. What kind of hurdles in workplace, in family life, what kind of things they have to overcome, and how long did it take? Because I am communicating with so many diverse women and females here, and everyone has such a different story. And I just wanted to provide a platform for the new incomers to understand what and learn from their stories. Even when I came here, the people that I was communicating they didn't share the positive reviews about Canada. It's just when I moved out, I started to understand the positive aspect of Canada. So I just want to give a positive vibe of the country and share how you can overcome the burdens, and if there are obstacles, how you can maneuver those. So I want to share or highlight those brave girls and women.
Wonderful. And Arfa, all the best for the YouTube channel. Hope you're going
Thank you.
Many great stories. Arfa, so finally, before we part, any takeaways you would like to tell the audience who are planning to come to Canada?
From my learning, because for me everything was really fast. It was more of a haphazard for me. That's how if I reflect back, that's how I looked. I would suggest that do your homework, like research about where you're landing. Try to connect with positive people who have established themselves and have and are working in good companies, try to stay away from the people who always tell you, or whose first sentence starts at, oh, Canada is not a good country, you won't find a job, it takes, like, don't go into that negative place. Try to understand that when you're landing in a country, it's going to be a different experience in your home country. You have to learn, adapt rather quickly to how the country itself operates. Your way of work, your way of how you dress up, how you communicate with the people. So it's better you start learning about it. So that's my takeaway, that do your research and try to connect with people who have established themselves in Canada. LinkedIn is a very beautiful site. If you use it correctly, you can get brilliant advice from the people who don't even know you.
It's a great insight, Arfa. Thanks for sharing everything about your life, your initial days in Canada, and these great tips which will definitely help the new immigrant who are coming from any part of the world. It's so pleasure talking to you. For first time, they'll be hearing out from someone other than me and get a very good insight. Thanks for coming into Canada Tried and Tested channel and sharing all this insight.
Thank you, Gopi. Thank you for inviting me, and best of luck with Canada Tried and Tested.
Well, friends, you saw that, like Arfa, anyone who lands in Canada, they have their own story, own journey, and own way of adapting to the new place, new culture, and everything. But what is more important is that for you to get a job, networking plays a big role. And that is what you will have to harness. That is what you will have to learn even before you land in Canada. I hope you enjoyed watching today's video. If you liked it, please press the like button. Use the comment section to comment, and also share with your friends and family so that they are aware of how they can plan the integration in Canada after they get their permanent residency. Thanks for watching Canada Tried and Tested.